Just getting back from my morning workout. Pretty excited for the vlog this week. I'm gonna go ahead and break down exactly what I need to do to get the action figure show off the ground, and then later today I have a phone meeting with Captain America Christian to go over some of our videography stuff. So let's make it a productive day. All right, so why is today a big day? The reason for that is because I'm officially gearing up for the release of the first episode of Stick Figure World. So, announcement, it is official. September 10th, it's a Monday, will be the first day that I release, the newest footage of Stick Figure World. So I'm really excited, and it's good to set a deadline because it's just gonna force my hand to make sure that I get it done. So essentially, I have a little under 2 weeks to get this first thing off the ground and rolling. And then after that, it's to the races. One of the things, I wanted to do with this vlog is document that journey. So the big thing is, between now and then, there are quite a few things that I actually have to accomplish if I even wanna meet that goal. So those things range from writing and finishing the story, world building, character development, character creation, actually making, the actual stick figures, the filming of the first footage, getting the sets ready, being on location, and actually filming something, the editing, special effects, and sound, and then of course, social media. So I'm gonna have to have all my social channels set up. I'm gonna have to have all my profile pics, banners, descriptions, links, everything ready to roll. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Glad that this is finally happening. And, I guess there's nothing else to do now but get to work. It's not the nicest day to be going to get time lapses. But oh well. Time lapses I need, and time lapses I will go get. So, I guess while I'm on my way to go capture something, I did want to talk a little bit about, I have a phone meeting later with Christian. Now, this is in reference to our videography work. Him and I are starting a podcast together called Filmmaker's Compass, and we work with Steven down in San Diego with SD, photo, and video. And, we have to talk about some actual production stuff. I'll be able to update you guys on that a little bit later. But one of the things, we want to do is work on a social strategy, a content marketing strategy for SD, photo, and video. How can we, kind of elevate our profile or our digital footprint? And that's something we'll be discussing, something that Christian and Steven have been working on. So I'm very excited to hear what their progress is and what they've been able to accomplish. Sorry, loud truck. And I know Christian has some updates regarding some guests and the equipment for the podcast. And we're also going to be talking a little bit about, some of our independent filmmaking. Our goal is to try to do like at least one short film or one movie, whether it's a documentary or whatever it is we're working on, probably once a quarter. So have we hit that goal? No, not definitively. We have made one short film so far, and we're in quarter 3, so we got to step up our game. And that's what part of this meeting will be about. So looking forward to that. Always love talking to Christian. And you should know Christian, right? He's from, he's been in the vlog before, so I'll throw throwback footage.
Yeah, he's getting off the figure right now. Sweet. I'll see you.
I feel really cool in sunglasses.
Well, now you know why I wear them all the time.
And then, before I go, I'll just give a little shout out, screenshot to SD, photo, and video. Doing amazing work down in San Diego and SoCal in general. So if you need any photo or video work, be sure to hit us up. All right, phone call incoming. The phone meeting with Christian went really well. So he actually updated me in regards to the podcast, which we're calling Filmmaker's Compass. And he said that our equipment came in, our mixer, our mics, our cables, all of that stuff. So we should be ready to go from an equipment standpoint. Now, of course, I do a podcast separately, the Indecisive by Choice podcast, IBC. And we do have other equipment. I know, I have, thanks to shout out Mike Soto, we have a Yeti Blue mic here. And then down in San Diego, Sean has another mixer and set of mics. But Christian and I plan on doing this show in Los Angeles. So, the goal of the show of Filmmaker's Compass is to reach out to people who work in the film industry and independent film and actually go through with them, have them tell stories and talk about what it's like working in film, how to network, essentially go over the things that film school doesn't teach you. Film school teaches you theory, they teach you the proper way to do things, and they teach you, kind of these old school methods. Well, it's 2018. There's a lot of things you can be doing and, be working on. And that's really what we want to get to, is we want to help other filmmakers and other people in, entertainment or YouTube or what have you, learn from those who have been there and done it, and also have some fun. When people tell stories, it's always a good time. So that's kind of the premise for the show. And like I said, the new equipment came in, and then Christian also updated me that he reached out at one of the meetings he attended last week to some of the people about coming on as guests. So we have a list of, people we know and then people that we're acquaintances with. And another, really great thing about the podcast is it gives us an opportunity to reach out to people, right? To provide value, a unique piece of content, and, bring them on as a guest. So I'm really looking forward to the podcast. I think that's going to be amazing. So Christian, great job. Great work on that. In regards to SD, photo, and video, we talked extensively about a content marketing strategy and how to build up, kind of a clientele through providing value. And that's really my big thing. A big shout out to a guy I follow on YouTube, Gary Vaynerchuk. It's always about providing value. What can we do to help other people? And if we're successful at that, I think we'll be able to get some clients. So we talked a little extensively about, essentially 3 different kind of content marketing strategies. One of them is doing photo shoots and helping with photography, which I think is great in a broad sense because it'll get your brand out there. I think the helpful tips and behind the scenes footage and actual finished photos will provide us with a lot of content, but also a lot of brand exposure. So it's a little wide though, in terms of the net we're throwing out if we're just doing photography, right? Everybody has, a smartphone in their pocket these days. So we also, we wanted to see if there was a way we could provide value to either some businesses or nonprofits. And I think we'll be reaching out with, some free promo work, maybe, whatever they need. And again, the idea being that hopefully we can provide some value and get a chance to prove ourselves, right? It's a networking opportunity, but reaching out and just seeing if we could prove ourselves. And the more content that we make, the more we have for our own channels, and then also the bigger body of work we have to kind of show examples of what we can do. So, and then lastly, weddings. So as you guys know, I actually film weddings, and that's something that I've been doing for a real long time, probably going all the way back to like 2009, 2010. And I do it, in my free time, but very pro. We're using DSLRs, prosumer level grade equipment, and the videos have turned out fantastic. The feedback I've gotten is amazing. And when it comes to getting additional like wedding or event gigs, one of the things I want to do is actually take a strategy I learned from Gary Vaynerchuk, which is providing value, and that is we're going to go out to vendors and see if we can have them answer questions, right? The most Googled or YouTube questions, and I'll do the research, regarding vendors in specific areas, most likely San Diego and SoCal, and get the answers from the professionals, right? The goal being that we want to get answers that you can't just go Google. So that way, if we know a question is really popular and getting a lot of search traffic, we can go ahead and answer that question, but also provide unique content and not just the cookie cutter answers you sometimes find in a Google results page. So the goal there is we provide value to our target audience, right? Brides and grooms. If we, deliver on a valuable piece of content, hopefully they will take something away from it while also getting a better idea of the vendor and us. So win, win, win. Shout out The Office. We also then get an opportunity to network with the vendors. So we want to reach out to them and provide them with an incredibly valuable piece of content, because if we're doing an interview or what have you and we get some B-roll footage, this would be really great for their own social media pages and their website, and then they can search engine optimize it and make sure it's ready to go to answer that question as well. And we get, like I said, we get an opportunity to network with them, meet them, and expose our brand to a larger market. And then, of course, for us, we would get content as well that's optimized, and hopefully we can, garner a little bit more reach. So it was a really, really productive conversation. And Christian, I wanted to say excellent work. Steven, I know you're doing incredible work down in San Diego. So thank you guys. I guess, just wrapping this up, there's a lot of fronts here. I'm gearing up with Stick Figure World and the Action Figure Show. Christian and I are gearing up for the podcast Filmmaker's Compass, and we're also gearing up to start content marketing for videography and commercial work. So there's a lot going on. Very, very busy, and I'm excited though, because it's a lot of opportunity. And like I said, I think hopefully if I can be entertaining and actually help other people, if I can provide value, then I think I'm headed in the right direction. So, I'm at a point where it's like, hey, all you can do is go for it, do something, and learn and tweak it from there. So I'm very, very excited. Just wanted to update you guys. And Christian, great job. Oh, before I go, I also wanted to say that this vlog is supposed to be Monday through Friday, but last week when I started, it was Tuesday to Saturday. So I'm picking up on Tuesday again this week, but eventually I will be able to kind of move it back a day. So it will be Monday through Friday, but for now it's Tuesday through Saturday. So just heads up.